Hey there, it's Katie, and today I wanted to make a video to talk about the Sinclair Method and Alcoholics Anonymous for alcohol use disorder or alcohol dependency or alcoholism, whatever you want to call it. And the reason I'm making this video is because I am using the Sinclair Method for my alcohol use disorder, which I've made other videos about it, but in short, it is a way to pharmacologically extinct the addiction from alcohol from your brain by taking a medication. I take the medication Naltrexone. And you drink when you take the medication, and slowly but surely it erases the addiction from your brain. And I've been practicing it for about 5.5 months now, and I have had incredible success with it. I went from someone who was heavily drinking 6 or 7 days a week down to someone who barely drinks 1 day a week. And it just continues to have that impact where I just keep wanting to drink less and less and less. And I have recently had some people reach out in comments and reaching out to me who have practiced Alcoholics Anonymous or other sobriety techniques, just expressing their opinion that, you know, sobriety is the only way, Alcoholics Anonymous, 12 steps is the only way to go, like the Sinclair Method, you're not getting sober, you're still drinking, yada, yada, yada. And I just wanted to speak to that because, you know, for them, if Alcoholics Anonymous or sobriety or 12 steps or whatever program they find, if that works for them, I am like overjoyed to hear that. Like, all the power to them. If that's what's working to get them sober, to have them show up more fully in life, to be more fulfilled and live a more fulfilling life, that is incredible. But for me, it did not work for me in that way. What happened for me when I would go cold turkey sober, try 12 steps, tried AA, is I would still find myself absolutely fixated on the thoughts of drinking. Even though I wasn't drinking, you know, on the outside, I looked sober. Everyone was super happy about that. On the inside, I was beating myself up. I was turmoiled. I was not showing up fully in my life. I was feeling still very much controlled by the addiction of alcohol, even though I hadn't touched a drop of alcohol for 6 months. And there have been studies actually that really address the alcohol deprivation effect. And basically they fed rats unlimited amounts of alcohol for an extended period of time, then removed that alcohol for a couple of weeks, then reintroduced it again to rats at 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, to these different groups, and so on. And what they found is that the rats who were deprived alcohol for the longest period of time, I think it went up to 8 weeks of no drinking after they had already been binge drinking for 2 weeks, the rats relapsed and consumed more alcohol than the rats who relapsed at 2 weeks. So even though you are not consuming alcohol, it actually proves that the longer you go without drinking, the greater the addiction and reinforcement becomes for the craving for alcohol. So, you know, I really appreciate, you know, I would imagine these people who are having these comments and opinions are coming from a good place. Yes, sobriety, as opposed to being a full-blown alcoholic, is definitely a better choice. However, as I mentioned, when I tried to get sober before, I was still just totally consumed by the thoughts and addiction of alcohol. And what's happening for me with using the Sinclair Method is that this addiction is being erased from my brain. The past 5.5 months, I have just been drinking far less. It continues to decrease. And what's happening is my mind is able to be opened up and tapped into its potential. I am focused on creative endeavors that I have been wanting to do for years, but have just put off because alcohol came first. I am focused on self-care. I'm focused on self-development. I am pursuing more options in my career path. I am so fully engaged and present and on this like sober high almost in life that's coming from having these addictive thoughts removed from my brain. So I just want to say, for people who are on this path overcoming alcohol use disorder and alcohol dependency, whatever method works for you, celebrate that and use that for yourself, and also support others in the method that's working for them. Because if the ultimate goal is for us all to be more engaged and show up more fully and be a better person to the people in our lives, like whatever way that gets you there, that is incredible. And it's not up to us to decide what's going to be best for somebody else. Just because AA and 12 steps was incredible for you and you believe in it and you preach it from the rooftops like I am with the Sinclair Method, You know, it doesn't mean that that's right for everybody. And for me, I don't think the Sinclair method is right for everybody. It's right for me, and I want to educate people who also might feel it's right for them, or who are exploring, you know, a more balanced life and balanced relationship to alcohol or sobriety, whatever your goal is. So for me, people have asked me what my goals are with this, if I'm gonna get sober. And you know, I'm just taking it moment by moment. It's such a gift to not have these obsessive thoughts and cravings in my mind anymore, and I'm feeling more engaged and more present and showing up more fully in other areas of my life. I am just enjoying that. I'm looking to my future, and now that alcohol doesn't have this control and grip on my life anymore, my goal right now is just to enjoy life and be present and be with the people I love and continue to pursue my dreams and, you know, fulfill my potential in this life. So that's my little soapbox rant. Thank you for listening, and all of the best on this journey, whatever way you're taking it. I just wish you happiness and fulfillment. Okay, bye-bye.